last day of Pirate Jam. They were up all night working very hard so that today we're going to do a play test and we're going to see everything that they've done. And then later we're going to do an awards ceremony.
My game's called Mega Mech Deck Builder. It is a deck building card game in which the cards are impermanent because they represent mech parts and they get destroyed by other mechs and you have to sort of repair them and keep going, and that takes most of your money. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, given that I had one day less than everybody else, and I literally just got my main kind of play arc working in the last half hour after sleeping for 2 hours last night. So I'm feeling quite pumped, mostly because I have come to terms with all the things I cut in order to get to the play loop. The mechs are kind of boring, but I have at least one interesting story event in there, and hopefully that will be a thing people enjoy.
My game is called Environment Battle Painter 3. It is a top-down game, kind of like Snake, mixed with a little bit of Tron in there, about 3 players, each controlling fire, water, and grass, trying to take control of the world. And it's kind of a round-based, very, very quick game, just kind of get 3 people playing at something competitively. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, considering how chaotic the development cycle was. It ended up coming in a little bit hot, so I'm not sure if there are bugs in there. I didn't do very much playtesting at all towards the end of it.
Alright, so my game is called Frosty the No Man, and it is about a sentient iceberg man that lands on a tropical shore and then just has to get as far as he can until he melts, but he will always melt, even in the shade. So you run between shade, try and get as far as you can, and explore the new surroundings as Mr. Iceman. I think it went pretty well, considering. I try to keep it quite small and manageable, given the time constraints and the fact that it's just me. So I think it went alright, although towards the end it was a bit hairy, and I'm running on about 1 hour's sleep today. So yeah, it's a long day, and I think it's done-ish.
My game is called The Devil I Know. I ended up going in a Lovecraftian direction because I reached a point where I couldn't click on things correctly last night, so I just kind of cut it short. And let's see, I think it's cool that I was able to master Game Maker and I was able to make a new game and all that. But of course there was time spent with the whole learning portion. So I mean, it's not like my magnum opus or anything, but it's alright.
The name of my game is Ascend. It's possibly also Ascend into Madness. That might be a bit on the nose. It is a reverse roguelike. You're meant to play it multiple times, but instead of getting more powerful as you progress through the game, you get weaker. You forget things and lose power that way. Yeah, I'm happy about how it turned out. I've never, as I said before, pulled off a progression system in a game. I think this might be just about the most complicated game I've made in a game jam in terms of the number of systems interacting with each other. I managed to get in some sound and a little bit of terrible music that I made, which was super fun to do at like 7 a.m. This morning, or before I went to bed. Actually, I think this jam really worked for me, and I don't necessarily think this is the best game I've ever made, but I think it's one of the most successful proofs of concept that I've achieved in the jam.
So my game's called A Pirate's End. It's a game about a retired pirate who's going on one last quest to find his secret stash of treasure that he's been collecting over the years. And the idea is, as you sail through the world, you're gradually getting weaker as you get older, but your knowledge of the world increases so that you're able to play better, but you're also not able to do as well. So the game gets harder as you go along. How am I feeling about it? Extremely nervous because I completely broke the game about 30 minutes ago and have been in complete panic mode to fix it. I think it's fixed now because I've just put a few hacks in, but we're about to find out.
Left behind you, hope in this mirage you won't lose your mind. Yeah, I want to search this place. I'm scared. Let's try one of these. Nothing in the boxes? No, magic potion. Wait, he's moving faster? Does he?
What do When he's little, he's got little legs that run really fast.
Ah, right, okay.
Weighs less.
Yeah. And I can't buy it because I've only got 10 cents. Okay. So maybe I could sell...
Water is going over fire, which is some bad news. That's definitely a bug.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so water's a little bit OP.
It's the last day of Pirate Jam. We've just gone through all 6 games that were made over the past week and done a play test. What do you think?
I am gobsmacked. I have to say, I really am very impressed with all 6 games. It's just incredible. These guys have actually all produced, finished, well, near enough finished, and certainly playable games in the time that they had. I mean,
Really interesting art, gameplay mechanics, design, some really great writing in there. Some of them even composed music.
Yep.
It's really quite incredible how much they managed to accomplish in the short period of time that we had.
As you say, 6 very different games. Very different games. And they all address the theme of impermanence.
Yep.
They got that. And as you play each game, you can, you get the feel of this impermanence, and as your health goes down or you get older, and I'm just so overwhelmed by the output that they've produced.
So we now need to select 3 main winners. They're going to receive the full asset packs from Kenny of kenney.nl, which was the assets they were using during the jam. What do you think?
Well, I mean, the first thing is that I never really saw this as a competition where there's an ultimate winner, and also we don't really want to discourage people by not getting this. But Liz came up with a very good point, was that I think 3 out of the 6 games used assets more than the other 3. So the more text-based ones, maybe the ones that were more image intensive, where they use lots of assets, maybe they should go to them. That's just as a general rule.
Right.
Possibly. I think.
But then, if you look at it also on a sort of technical depth type of basis, I think there are probably 3 that really stand out, and that would be Evans and Ed's and Matej's. They've got the combination of the gameplay, the art, the story, the sound, all of it in there, and looking really good.
I mean, I have to say, Evans and Ed's, I was so pulled into it.
Yeah.
Really was so absorbed into it, and the actual gameplay itself, especially on Evans, it just flowed so well. So yeah, definitely those 2. Matej's is such a funny concept, isn't it? The idea of this impermanent Iceman that is just melting, and it's a very, very simple game. It's literally just get from A to B as far as you can. And I was surprised at how we came back with 2 very different results as well. I thought, well, surely if you just run in a straight line. So, he's got the randomness in there as well. I would say I would probably have to agree with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give our 3 main prizes to those 3 games, and then we also have a awards selection to give out to everyone. So maybe we'll go and do that now.
Yep. Okay, let's do it. We feel everyone deserves an award, and these are known as the Work and Travel Awards, or TWATs for short.
Okay, so first of all, it's hard enough being a gaming legend, but being a fashionable gaming legend is a huge responsibility. Yet this man does it with aplomb. The award for being the most appropriately dressed person in the tropics goes to Evan.
Random prize. Okay, so next prize. Well, he's polite, he's well mannered, his parents brung him up proper, didn't they? So they'd be very proud of Esper's most domesticated, clean and tidy cat carer, and of course, this goes to Ed. Random prize.
Now, we all know that gamers are socially progressive, politically astute and environmentally aware, but their love for the animal kingdom knows no bounds. So there is only one person who could be awarded for his selfless donation of blood to Thailand's insect population, and that's stuck.
Okay, well, technology, as they say, is here to make our lives easier, but as one man knows, it isn't always like that, which is why Dan is receiving the award for resilience in the face of technological adversity.
Well done, Dan. Good man. Second half, we're nearly there. Computer developers are no longer the spotty, bespectacled geeks of yesteryear. No, they're about appearance, and they're about glamour, and most importantly, they're about hygiene. Which is why Renee is awarded for her unflinching pursuit of laundry and shower services. And finally,
last but not least, a man's got to eat, and a man's got to sleep. And no man does this better than Matej, who is awarded for his ability to both sleep anywhere and eat anything at any time.
Yeah, so overall my experience of Pirate Jam was amazing. I got to come out to Thailand with some great people from around the world, some amazing developers and sailors, and have an unbelievable time. Make some games, not die, which is an important one. And yeah, thank you everyone who's watching, and hopefully we'll get a chance to play the game when it's on some internet repository. I would love to do it again.
So final thoughts: exhausting, exciting, amazing. Yeah, thanks to everyone that organised it. Thanks to America, and thanks to Jamie and Liz. Thanks for letting us use the boats. It's been absolutely brilliant, and I hope you guys enjoy the games.
I had a really good time. I was surprised that we had such a good balance of personalities, in that oftentimes there's at least one person who ruins everything, but in this case it was like everyone was great, everyone got along, it was really awesome. I actually enjoyed meeting and hanging out with everyone for an extended period of time. And I would like to say thank you to everyone who's been following along, because that's really cool, just being able to look online and see all the supportive comments and people wishing us luck and wishing they could be out here with us. And thanks to Kenny, the man, and Unity, and Game Maker, and all those lovely people who make game engines to make our lives easier.
I think the Pirate Jam is one of the coolest game jams out there. It's been a whole bunch of fun. Would definitely do it again in a heartbeat. Thanks again to everyone watching the videos and everyone playing our games.
In the end, this has been one of the most entertaining and interesting jams I've ever been part of. The opportunity to sit down and not actually be able to work for several hours a day and spend that time seeing amazing things and boating around an amazing part of the world is super awesome, and I would totally do it again. I think everybody should get this opportunity if they have the chance, so go for it. And thank you to everybody who's been watching these videos and replying to comments. Thank you very much again to Kenny for just being awesome. And thank you to people who hopefully go ahead and play our games and give us more feedback and help us turn them into bigger things.
And I can't think of a better game jam than Pirate Jam, just from the perspective of getting a lot of work done, beautiful location, great people. I think this has really been up there with any other jam that I've even heard of, let alone been to. And it's been such a great time. So I would want to thank like American and Jamie and Liz for organizing it, and also thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the games. Hope you get some cool games to play out of it and enjoy the experience. Yeah, and thanks for following us on our journeys. It's been life-changing. It's been great.
It's been a really great week, and I'm actually quite sad it's over. Really enjoyed meeting this fantastic crowd of people.
It's been a real pleasure to have them on board. It's been inspiring to see the amount of work that they can produce in 7 days. Yeah, we're going to be sad that it's over. Yeah. It's been a real good fun week, isn't it?
It has, and here's to the next one.
Yeah, and thanks to all of you out there for watching and supporting us, and here's to the next Pirate Jam.